What's up, Scoopster Nation? Get ready because we're kicking things off with some absolutely huge classical music news that's going to rock your world. First up, we're talking about the legendary harpist and Australian Music Centre chair, Marshall McGuire, who is set to deliver the prestigious 2025 Peggy Glanville-Hicks Address in Sydney. And that's not all. We're also tracking the incredible Beatrice Rana as she prepares to launch her highly anticipated 2025 North American recital tour, hitting major cities and iconic venues. But it's not all applause and encores. We've got a critical look at a recent BBC Proms performance featuring Franz Welser-Möst and the Vienna Philharmonic, and the reviews are, well, let's just say they're not holding back. And rounding out our news blitz, we're diving into some inspiring words with a collection of classical music quotes that are sure to resonate. You won't want to miss any of these stories. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on. Marshall McGuire is set to make waves in Sydney. This year marks a significant moment as harpist and Australian Music Centre chair, Marshall McGuire, is honoured with delivering the 2025 Peggy Glanville-Hicks Address in Sydney. This isn't just any speech. It's a pivotal event in Australia's art music landscape, and it's happening on October 13th, a date that also celebrates the Australian Music Centre's monumental 50th anniversary. Adding to the excitement, the Paul Loewen Orchestral and Song Cycle Prizes will be presented, bringing together these prestigious events for the first time since 2022. McGuire, known for his adventurous spirit and dedication to commissioning new works, will undoubtedly share a vision that challenges and inspires. The Australian Music Centre CEO, Catherine Harity, emphasized McGuire's deep connection to the art form, stating he embodies the spirit of the address. This ceremony promises to be a highlight, with the announcement of the winners for the substantial Paul Loewen Prizes, culminating in a celebration of Australian composition and performance. While the event itself is a private, filmed occasion, the insights and performances will be shared publicly afterward, ensuring the impact of McGuire's address and the Loewen Prize winners resonates far and wide. This confluence of celebration and discourse is set to be a landmark event for Australian music. Public reaction is buzzing about the dual celebration, with many looking forward to McGuire's insights and the announcement of the Paul Loewen Prize winners, considered among the richest awards for Australian composition. But before we get to the next big story, can you guess who's hitting the North American stage next? Get ready, because Beatrice Rana is bringing her incredible talent to a city near you. Beatrice Rana is ready to captivate North America. /N get ready for a stunning display of piano mastery as Beatrice Rana embarks on her highly anticipated 2025 North American recital tour, running from October 29th to November 12th. Hailed as one of the most insightful and gifted artists of her generation by the New York Times, Rana will grace stages in iconic venues, including debut appearances at Burgie Hall in Montreal and the Philadelphia Chamber Music Society. She'll also return to beloved institutions like the Cleveland Orchestra, Spivey Hall, the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, Cliburn Concerts, and the Celebrity Series of Boston, culminating in her 8th performance at the legendary Carnegie Hall. This tour follows a remarkable year for Rana, which included curating and performing at the first concert for Pope Leo XIV alongside stars like Brad Mehldau, and her appointment as consulente per la musica for the Spalito Festival dei Due Mondi. Her latest album, Bach Concerti, released in March 2025, has already garnered critical acclaim. Kicking off in Cleveland with a program featuring Prokofiev, Debussy, and Tchaikovsky, Rana's tour promises a journey through diverse and captivating repertoire, showcasing her renowned clarity, poetic sensibility, and passionate interpretations. Her connection to North America is deep, highlighted by her win at the Montreal International Music Competition and her multiple acclaimed performances at Carnegie Hall. Prepare to be moved by one of today's most brilliant pianistic voices. Fans are eagerly anticipating her return, with tickets for many venues reportedly selling out fast, and social media is abuzz with excitement over her curated program. But not every performance is met with universal praise, as we'll see in our next segment. Prepare for a critical review of a recent BBC Proms event that's stirring up debate. A controversial take on a Proms performance leaves critics divided, and the BBC Proms, typically a stage for world-class orchestras, recently hosted the Vienna Philharmonic under the baton of Franz Welser-Möst, presenting Mozart's Prague Symphony and Tchaikovsky's Pathétique. However, the performance, described as lacking in dynamism and interpretive depth, has drawn sharp criticism. Reviewers noted a sense of routine rather than inspired artistry, with the nuances of Mozart's Prague and the emotional weight of Tchaikovsky's Pathétique seemingly unmet. The balance of the orchestra was questioned, with woodwinds struggling to emerge and strings sounding less than their famed silken quality. Welser-Möst's conducting was characterized as aloof, failing to ignite the passion expected from such a renowned ensemble tackling these iconic works. While the performance was technically in place, it was deemed a non-performance by some, missing the operatic resonances and subtle articulations that define these pieces. The reviewer contrasted this with a more dynamic performance of Tchaikovsky by the Toronto Symphony, highlighting a perceived gap in dramatic immediacy. Despite a subsequent Bruckner performance reportedly being richer, this particular outing has ignited a conversation about interpretive choices and audience expectations at the prestigious Proms. The classical music community is actively discussing the review online, with many debating whether the critique is fair or if the orchestra and conductor were simply having an off night. This critical review certainly sparks conversation, but we're not done yet. Get ready for some words of wisdom that will inspire your love for classical music. Words to inspire your classical journey. /N Sometimes, the most profound insights come not from a grand performance, but from the distilled wisdom of those who have lived and breathed classical music. We've compiled a collection of 24 inspirational quotes that capture the essence, beauty, and enduring power of this incredible art form. These quotes span the ages, from composers and performers to critics and enthusiasts, offering unique perspectives on the emotional depth, intellectual stimulation, and sheer joy that classical music provides. Whether you're a seasoned aficionado or just beginning to explore the genre, these words are designed to resonate, perhaps highlighting a piece you love or introducing you to a new way of thinking about the music that moves us all. They serve as a beautiful reminder of why classical music continues to captivate audiences worldwide, offering solace, inspiration, and a profound connection to the human experience. Dive into these timeless reflections and let them enrich your appreciation for the art of sound. These quotes are quickly becoming a trending topic on social media, with users sharing their favorites and discussing their personal connections to the music. And that brings us to the end of our news roundup. But don't go anywhere yet, we've got a quick recap and your full call to action coming right up. And that's a wrap on today's Scoopster News. We heard about Marshall McGuire delivering the 2025 Peggy Glanville-Hicks Address, Beatrice Rana's exciting North American tour, a critical look at the Vienna Philharmonic's Proms performance, and some truly inspiring classical music quotes. If you loved this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Scoopster for more amazing content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments which story you found most fascinating, and follow us on all our social channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next video.